Every single spring, I get countless calls about people's AC not working. After running all season last year and then going through the winter where it hasn't been used and then starting back up, this is super common. So I want to share with you, first of all, what it is and how you can mitigate it and prevent it from happening and save hundreds of dollars not having to call an HVAC contractor to come and do this at your house. So the thing that we're talking about here is a clogged condensate drain. Now, let me explain how this works and then we'll show you how to fix it. So when you run your air conditioner during the summer months, you have an A coil or an N coil that gets really cold by means of the refrigerant cycle. That refrigerant inside gets super cold and causes the coil itself to get cold, and then air passes through that, delivering cold air into your home. Now, a byproduct of having a really cold coil is condensation. So every HVAC system is going to have a condensate drain right here by the evaporator coil so that all of that water slides down into the drain pan and then it drains outside of your home. Now, most homes will have a condensate drain somewhere on the exterior of their home. Either it's going to be a 3/4 PVC drain like this one here, or it could be a tube like this one that comes from a condensate pump. So if your furnace is lower than ground level, you have to have what's called a condensate pump, and that condensate pump pushes the water out every hour or so during the summer months as it collects that water. Now, what can happen in very humid climates is that you can develop mold and other bacteria in that condensate water because it sits and is kind of stagnant, and that can really gum up your condensate drain. Over a season or two of use, you'll end up with a big thing of sludge in the condensate drain. And oftentimes, if it's in an upstairs room, it has to go through a bunch of bends before it exits the home. So this can get clogged pretty easily. Now, we're gonna show you what to do in this situation and also some things that you want to avoid to prevent damage to your HVAC system. Now, the first way, and by far the simplest way to clean a clogged condensate drain or to just clear it out for peace of mind, is with this, a shop vac. Now, we're gonna demonstrate this in just a second, but before we do that, I wanna caution you with what not to do. So if you take compressed air and you hook it up to the end of your condensate drain and you just blast it with air, the likelihood of popping one of those joints inside of a wall is pretty high, because a lot of contractors, especially if they're rushing through it, they may have not primed those joints, or even in some cases, I've seen it where they haven't glued them together. They literally just popped it on and we're out of there. So definitely don't blow air into it. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna show you out at our 3/4 PVC drain on the exterior of the home, how easy it is to suck out any debris with our shop vac. And then we'll show you with a condensate pump, how you can clean out the hose on that as well. So before we get started, one thing I wanna mention is if you're using a shop vac, make sure you pull out this filter and that it's not going through this filter, otherwise you'll trash it. As you can see, this one needs to be cleaned out real good. I just cleaned out our Traeger a couple of days ago. So we're gonna clean this out really good first, and then we'll show you what all we've sucked out of this condensate drain. All right, so as you can see, we got this cleaned out really well. We're gonna go ahead and throw our top on and head over to our condensate drain. All right, so here's our condensate drain. Now you'll notice that the attachment on this M12 Milwaukee is basically the same exact size. So what we can just do here is hold it like this, turn on our vacuum, let it run for about 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds if you would like. And if you have a clog, it's going to make a sudden rushing sound when it pulls that. You'll notice it in the vacuum. If you do have a larger shop vac, what you can do is just take a rag like this one and you can just kind of cup it around and just make a seal. It doesn't have to be super tight. As long as it's a good enough seal that it can suck that, it's not going to have that much suction to pull that debris out. So let's go ahead and start our shop vac and hold it on here and see what we can get. I can hear a little bit of stuff going through this pipe. I can feel it. As you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff just on this rag, but let's open up our shop vac here and see what we got. And as you remember, when I cleaned this out, it was pretty spotless on here. Wow. that's impressive. As you can see, a lot of stuff will come out of your condensate drain, especially if you don't do this on a regular basis. So I highly advise doing this. You'd be really surprised how much junk can come out of your condensate drain. Now, as you just saw, we got a ton out of that condensate drain. That particular one goes through a lot of elbows and quite a distance before it exits the home. But the thing that most people don't realize is that, as you saw at the beginning of the video, that air travels through the coil. And if that air has little bits of dust particles that get through the air filter, that all goes down into that drain pan and it can get built up in that condensate drain. Now with that, I just want to briefly stress the importance of keeping your air filter changed. As you probably know, my recommendation for that is Filter Buy. They ship those filters directly to your doorstep. They have virtually any size. They're made in America, very good quality filters and really good pricing. You can find a link for them in the video description below. So next we're going to talk about condensate pumps. If your furnace is lower than ground level, you have to have a way to push that out. So we're going to show you how to treat that and how to keep that buildup from happening. All right, so I wanted to show you this in person on my evaporator coil. As you can see, this super cold water is condensating, and I don't know if you can see on the coil itself, but these coils are wet, and all of that just drains down this, and it goes right in here to the bottom of this pan. As you can see, this is all wet here, and then it travels through this pipe, and sometimes it will go outside, but in my instance, it goes to a condensate pump. As you can see, there's a lot of dust and buildup on top, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start by cleaning off the actual case of the unit, and then we'll show you how to actually treat this condensate pump. Okay, so treating your condensate pump is extremely easy. You'll notice that there's a few little plastic caps, probably on 2 of these, depending on how many devices you're draining into the condensate pump. So we're simply going to take that cover out, and we have probably, I don't know, a 1/4 cup of bleach here, and we're simply going to pour that bleach into the condensate pump, and that's literally it. You just do that maybe 2 to 4 times a year, and what that's going to do is that's going to keep that slime from building up inside of this pipe that pushes it outside, and it's also going to keep the inside of your condensate pump clean as well. Alternatively, if you don't want to use bleach, you can also use vinegar, but I've found that bleach is more effective with keeping mold and this slime away with our condensate drains. Okay, so now that we've talked about both cleaning methods, whether you have a hard pipe or a condensate pump, next we're going to talk about how you can slow down that slime from building up in your condensate drain, and also how you can mitigate that musty smell in the spring months when you're first starting the AC. And these are what I recommend. These are called evaporator tabs, and what they do is they prevent that slime from building up and that musty smell from happening. It gives you a nice neutral smell in the home. Now, if you're concerned about sensitivity when it comes to smells, these are not strong. It's a very neutral smell, and it just smells fresh. It doesn't smell like any certain scent, and it just smells like a clean HVAC system. So let's show you how easy these are to install. You simply open it and place it inside the pan right here, like I'll show you in a second. Now this particular one is an ACIQ. It makes it really easy because you don't have to take this whole panel off like a Goodman, but sometimes you can just get the panel off enough to where you can slide this down into the pan, and then you're good to go. You just want to make sure that it's sitting on the very bottom horizontally like this. All right, so there we go. Our tab is just sitting horizontally right there on the bottom, and it is literally that easy. As you can see, this treats for 4 to 6 months, so easily 1 air conditioning season. You can buy these in larger quantities, and I'll make sure and leave them in the video description. Now, a lot of furnaces are going to have a P-trap. I don't have one here since it's just going straight to the condensate pump and then out. But if you have a P-trap here, you'll oftentimes have a little cap, and you can take that cap off and you can pour your vinegar or some bleach into that P-trap. If it's a T, it'll go straight down into the P-trap, and it's as simple as that. You just do that a couple times a year and you're good to go. I also want to talk real briefly to you homeowners that have a package unit maybe on the side of your home. Fortunately for you, cleaning this and sucking out the drain is really easy. There's simply a drain on the side of your package unit. It probably has a P-trap, and those P-traps can definitely get sludge and stuff built up into them. So all you have to do is put your shop vac on it, suck it out, and you're good to go. Well guys, it's that easy to clean and maintain your condensate drains. Now this is just one of the most common repair calls that I get. If you're curious to see what the other most common repairs are, check out this video right here, and I'm sure you'll find it informative. Until next time, you guys be safe. Later.